arrows in the quiver. Let's see which ones group better. Let me know down below what do you guys think is going to group better. The HLR is going to win? Are the VAPs going to win? Who's going to win? Let's find out. Today we're going to be sighting in and choosing the TAC arrow that we're going to be using this year out at TAC. But first, of course, got to get the boonie hat on here. Keep that sun out. As you can see, it's pretty nasty bright outside. Get that thing going and slap this on. But before we do that, I want to show the arrows. So we've got the VAP TKO. Got the HLR. So I know I fletched up some rip TKOs. We're taking the rips out just because I did get HLRs in time to be able to fletch them up for TAC. So we're going to do the HLRs with these veins here, the Max 2.0s, more VAPs with the Hunter vein air razor hunters. We've got the Rip XV. This one's in a 250 spine with a 4 fletch AE Max 23, and I think that pretty much covers all the arrows, guys. Let me know down below which one you think is going to win for TAC. All of these are coming in at right around 400 grains. This is an 80-pound bow, so I want to stay within that 400 grain mark, just for the purpose of, you know, staying within those 5 grains per pound of draw weight is kind of what I've got planned here. So we have some targets set up downrange, and we're gonna see which ones of these group better so that I can fletch up enough to be able to use them for TAC. So let's get into that. All right, guys, I'm sorry it's kind of blown out, but it is. Okay, so we're gonna be shooting down here. I've got a slow-mo camera up. You guys will be able to see that. And I'm like so used to reaching for my rangefinder. These We're here at 51 yards. These arrows are about 30 grains lighter than my other arrows that I sighted this bow in with. So we're going to see. I'm going to use my outside tape for those of you that remember this setup. So I've got the Quattro stabilizer bars with the Rotera on the front, Hoyt mount off the back there, glow sticks, dialed proof. Got that all sighted in, but you can run 2 different sight tapes on this. So I'm going to run. On the outside, I'm going to run my TAC tape. So I'm going to use that outside pin to get sighted in. Probably scroll the sight or bury one in the dirt to get started with. Okay, so that's at 50. We're going to see 50 yards is 15 on the outside sight tape. Oh yeah, it looks high. I was aiming for bottom right. Top right. All right. I've also fletched all these arrows to the left. They're all 4 fletched. close enough, isn't it? Okay. All right, now we're going to shoot the RIP XV 250 spine. These come in same grainage as the HLRs at a 300 spine. So these are super light arrows. Still coming in at right, I think it's right under 400 range. And bottom lift up. Let's see what we got, guys. HLRs and the XVs. All right, that was too close to call. So I'm gonna take these out just for a second here. These other arrows. And we're gonna slide just the HLRs and the RIP XVs 3v3. Another shoot off real quick. That was too close to call. Okay, HLRs, 3 arrows, down range, coming in, just about 400 grains. We're shooting the, let's see if I can twist this off, using the Nexus system. There we go. Okay. Alright, this is kind of weird for me, guys. RIP XV 250 spine, HLR 300 spine, both coming in just under 400 grains. Both are flying great. And let's see, what do we have? The AAE Max 2.0s. And they're grouping right with each other too. This is frustrating. All right, let's take a look here. So this was at 50 yards. Let's see. So that one I pulled. Those two are grouping pretty good. Those three doing all right. So these lefts can be me very easily, left and right, whatever, but they're right in there. Not bad for 50 yards. Man, I have to shoot some more, figure out what I want to do here. Let's go shoot the VAPs. Let's see what the VAPs look like. Take a look. Oh, I have some VAP TKOs here. There's 300 spine. These two have the Air Razor Hunters, Pro Hunter, the smaller of the Hunters. And then these have 4 Fletch slight helical to the left, AE Max 23s on them, both 300 spine, both have 140 inch or 140 grain glue in tips, which, by the way, all of these have glue in tips that I'm going to be using for TAC. I think a little bit more TAC specific, but let's see how these fly. Start with the Hunters, going down to bottom right. Let's see what we got. Bottom right. Let's go down and see what those groups look like. I'm thinking though, just from that, because I don't want to spend a lot of time. Oh, let me get this off the tripod, guys. There we go. Okay. All right. Still weird holding the camera up. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, to be honest with you. I do want to be the best I can be at TAC, but I don't want to spend a ton of time on it. So, what I'm noticing is the VAPs are coming in probably more in line with what the current sight tape is, because I had it set to 48, 49, thinking, you know, they're faster arrows, they're going to be going a little bit faster. These are hitting low, so I don't know. What do you think? I think we're going to focus more on the 5mm arrow setups, the HLR and the RIP XV. In the 300 spine on the HLR, RIP XV with the 250 spine, sitting at right around 400 grains. I'm just going to focus on getting those dialed in. I think that's what we're going to do today. So, yeah, I think I made my decision. Hybrid, or no, Max 2.0. AE Max 2.0s with the shield cut and the 4-fletch to the left on the HLRs and the RIP XVs. Alright guys, now we're out at 70 yards and we're some arrows on range of 70. Start with the HLRs. Don't forget to move your sight. I always forget that part. Put it at 70 and see what actually. So 67. I'm just going to aim center dot, center of the target. It's kind of tore up anyway. One thing I've noticed, do like these 12s. Oh, dude, that's freaking money. Holy moly. How did I manage that? So we're looking at about 67 or 70. Money. Freaking money. All right, for me, we're gonna go out to 80 yards now and see how that goes. That's about as far as I can get out today, and we'll have to come back and shoot further distances later, but I can get a rough sight tape from that, and we can kind of play with it from there and see where we're at for those further distances at TAC. So let's check it out. So at the 80 yards, we put the same thing, center dot there. Sweet. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go grab my arrows. And I'll see you in just a second. All right, guys. So essentially, for the Alpha AX2 32 for TAC arrows, I'm going to be shooting, and I say TAC, but also there's a 3D shoot coming up pretty soon. I'm going to be shooting both. I'm going to start with the HLRs, 300 spine, AE Max 2.0 vanes with a 150 glue in point, and then I'm also going to have in my quiver the RIP XV in a 250 spine, AE 2.0, and the 150 on the front. They come in essentially the same weight. The 250 spine RIP XV is 8.1 grains per inch. The 300 spine HLR is 8.1 grains per inch. So that's where we're at, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to get back to shooting a little bit more. Then I've got to go sight in a rifle for my first bear hunt this year. So super excited about that. Have a good one, guys. Fantastic day. Like I always say, get out, live your life, and love it.